Hey everyone, next video in the diets, I'm going to go into a raw food diet, which up until this point, and I'm going to say yeah, probably the, la- the last couple of years, it's probably my favorite diet. I really enjoyed, um, I really enjoyed the way I felt and how just eating just raw food. I really liked it. Like I could eat handfuls of nuts like crazy. I loved them. Cashews and almonds and peanuts and pistachios. I loved them. I loved eating pistachios, especially as a kid. Funny story, eating pistachios. When I was a kid growing up, my dad had like a bag of pistachios in his work truck all the time, and the passenger floorboard was like full of pistachio shells. And every time we stopped, my dad would be like, "Open the door, kick some out." So we opened the door and I'd kick some shells out. Which, sorry if you had to clean that stuff up. If you were behind us, if you were one of those unfortunate people that just happened to watch the pistachio shells fall out of my dad's truck. But I had great memories of it. It was fun. I enjoyed the pistachios, but and then with raw food, there's so many things you can make with nuts, and there's so many things you can make with food that's not cooked and raw. And you get the entire whole vegetable or fruit, whatever this is. You get the benefits of it without it being touched by anything. And there's just something to good, fresh veggies. There just is. And Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But growing up as a kid, eating vegetables, they were cooked to death. Like, cooked to death. I did not have any idea what broccoli actually tasted like when I was growing up. They just were, cooked to death with, cheese sauce on them or something, which was great. I loved that. But, I didn't really realize what vegetables were like until I got, older. And especially on this diet, I could try all sorts of different veggies, and man, all my tastes changed. Like even through the first video on this diet series, I talked about the primal diet. I was one thing I noticed was my tastes really changed from carbs and sweets or anything like that. Man, I could eat the taste of an avocado or raw food. I loved it. I loved eating it. I really love eating it. And I like making food and cooking with it. I don't really even know what to call cooking raw food, but preparing meals with raw food. To me, there's nothing better still than whack an avocado in half and not pull out the seed. Just put I like to put this paleo sriracha in there. It's made by, it actually says on paleo sriracha, and I just dump that in the hole and just, man, I can grind on that. I can eat a whole avocado so fast by that stuff. It just is so good. I love it, but probably not the best thing for me to eat tons of avocados. But the raw food is good, and my intestinal health seemed to change in it. Again, a different kind. Every one of these diets is different, but it changed there too. But the one that I noticed the most, probably the biggest, was the respiratory. My mucous membranes weren't firing as hard. I still would get the whatever I was allergic to thing going on. If it was like a plant or something was tripping it, I don't know. But it wasn't as harsh. I wasn't drowning at night as bad. And that's probably why I felt so good, because I actually was getting some rest. And I felt lighter, maybe freer. Like I was lubricated better. That makes sense. You get like a squeaky door hinge or something that's like stiff to move, and you lubricate it, and it moves freer. Still the same door, still the same door hinge or whatever. It's still the same components, but it moves freer. And that was probably, I'm gonna say at that time. What else was weird was I could feel like I'd grab something, or I'd put my fingers together, hold my hands for whatever reason, and it just felt like my fingers felt bony, bonier, less like hot dogs and big sausage fingers, but more like, you know, like there was something to them, like they weren't inflamed. I know what it is now, but you know, at that time I was like, I would notice stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this is weird, and I did lose a little bit more weight. I probably got down into like the 260 range, like more 260s, not up in the 280s anymore, or even the 270s, but I was under 270. I was between 260 and 270 most of the time. I probably 265 is probably where I was hanging, which was mind-blowing and shocking to me. Like at this point, you know, it was a huge accomplishment as a side effect. It wasn't the main reason I was going through this diet, but I still felt like there was something off though. There was still something going wrong. I was still having the intestinal stuff. There was still something just kind of off. Like I couldn't put my finger on it, but there was still something off. Anyway, yeah, that's the raw diet. That was my experience with the raw diet, and I still enjoy eating food that's raw mostly. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope this is helping. I really do. If it is, comment and let's talk about it. I'll probably do, you know, I'm thinking like end of the week video where I just, if there's a bunch of comments, if these actually get out there, these videos get out there and people are actually commenting on stuff, you know, if they make it that far out there in the interwebs and people are actually seeing this stuff, and it's during while I'm making these video series, I would like to, you know, when they're being posted, I'd like to like look down and see some comments, and then maybe the end of the week or whatever, address those and like make it more interactive. Like every Friday becomes like comment Friday, or, you know, viewer Friday. I don't know, something like that. This can be interactive. It'd be great. If not, I'm just gonna keep making these video series and put them out there. And if functional medicine becomes popular or a new thing in 5 to 10 years or something, and people find this information and whatever, that's the goal. I just want to get this out there so people can get some help. I say it all the time, but it doesn't have to be like this. You can live free and healthy and happy, and that's what I want for you. Anyway, catch you on the next one. I agree, but let's turn on the fan. You know, you want to go see mommy? You want to see mom? Okay, go see mom.